is this some form of woo-woo that people will be going through? Oh,
I tell people, the practical benefit is that you're stronger, and then as you age, you look younger, and it's better for you.
wow, look
Yeah,
younger. That is one thing that many people would like to
yeah,
achieve, to look
that's
younger.
right.
Topic
Yeah,
of today, which
yeah,
I would like to discuss on quitting smoking and
yeah,
why is it so difficult for people to quit smoking. Nicotine is a highly addictive chemical found in tobacco and cigarettes. But when it enters our body, it just gives a lot of people this feeling of high or feeling of
yeah.
feel good. So energetically, what is happening in the body?
The nicotine is left.
Mm.
There's no more nicotine in the body, but the energy of that nicotine, right, is still there. And even though people can't see it,
Does Reiki help to allow this person to clear this energy?
yes, of course, Reiki does do that. Reiki is like a fast track method. Okay.
Mhm. Hi, a very good morning to you, Andrew.
Mhm.
And Andrew does Amrit Reiki. He's known as the Amrit Reiki mentor. So, Andrew, maybe you can share with us on a few words on what
Okay.
you do and what you offer.
Okay. All right. Now, there are many, many kinds of Reikis right now being practiced all over the planet. Okay. And Amrit Reiki is something that was given to me as a blessing sometime in the middle of 2018. I've been a Reiki practitioner since the year 2008.
Wow.
Okay. And I've been practicing Reiki for many years. And somehow in the middle of 2018, I was given this blessing, literally. It dropped on my head, okay? And
Wow.
yeah, it just dropped on my head. And I had to ask a friend who was psychic to find out what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And when I found out what was going on, it was very interesting because the Amrit Reiki that we're doing right now is the only one of its kind in the world, okay? But Amrit has been around for many, many years in many ancient literatures, okay? It is the elixir of life. And so
Okay.
we were able to, over a 2-year period of experimenting, we are now able to deliver the benefits of Amrit, which is an elixir of life, to
Right.
people through a Reiki platform. Okay?
Okay. If you can explain further, because some people might
Yeah.
not even heard
So,
of Reiki.
okay. Reiki
Mm.
means universal life source energy. Okay?
Okay.
So people use their hands to heal people, to heal others using Reiki. Now, Amrit Reiki is different. Amrit Reiki, Amrit actually is an elixir of life.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it is very well known in Indian yoga because in Indian yoga, after something like 7 to 10 years of yoga practice, some yogi practitioners will get this golden honey nectar fluid in their brain, and then it flows to their mouth. When it flows to the mouth, it's a sweet, normally it is a sweet fragrance. And
Right.
this sweet honey, okay, through the practice of yoga,
Mm-hmm.
okay, has the ability to enhance the lifespan of people, has the ability to make people more useful, has the ability to treat chronic diseases. Okay,
Oh, wow.
correct. And
Okay.
so this is what's happening right now. And so with this ability, right, so far we have not been able to give Amrit Reiki to people, and 4 out of 10 or 5 out of 10 during our Reiki sessions are actually experiencing the taste of honey in their
Wow.
throat or on their tongue. I mean, it materializes due to the Reiki process, and they can actually taste the honey and smell the honey, right, in their
Mm.
throat and on their tongues,
Mm.
which a lot of people find unbelievable. It's amazing.
It is
Yeah, yeah,
amazing, and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
almost unbelievable. And
yeah, yeah.
are you able to explain, like, is this some form of woo woo that people will be going through? Oh,
Reiki is a form of a universal life force, right?
mm-hmm.
So most people who are familiar with Reiki know it's a universal life force. I use it as a delivery energy system, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I use Reiki to make you relax and make you very comfortable, okay, and that's a secret, okay? When you're so relaxed and so comfortable, in our Reiki sessions,
Mm-hmm.
right, at least 4 to 5 out of 10 are having this sweet honey experience.
Mm.
The latest is a pregnant mother,
Mm-hmm.
right? I was working with a pregnant mother, and she
Mm.
had a vision of the golden liquid going to her fetus, her baby. Okay,
Wow.
right? And
Wow.
when she saw the baby receiving the liquid honey,
Mm-hmm.
she felt a gentle kick from the baby, right? And now the baby is born. The baby is 1 month old. Okay, and I got a psychic to scan the baby, right? And the psychic saw golden Amrit flowing from the head of the baby from the nose to the mouth.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I think that I believe that the baby is the youngest person on the planet to receive Amrit. Because
That's
Amrit
wonderful.
is the food of the rishis, it's the food of the saints, it's the food of holy men. Okay,
That's
and
really good. Yeah.
and it's really helping people. I mean, I tell people, the practical benefit is that you are stronger, and then as you age, you look younger. And it's better for you.
Wow. Look
Yeah,
younger. That is one thing that many people would like to
yeah,
achieve, to look
that's
younger.
right. That's right.
Maybe we can move on to the topic
Yeah,
of today, which
yeah,
I would like to discuss on quitting smoking and
yeah.
why is it so difficult for people to quit smoking, right?
Mm,
So maybe I can share some statistics here.
sure, sure.
According to
Mm,
WHO, there are 1.3 billion tobacco users worldwide, and
okay.
cigarette smoking is one of the most common tobacco use.
Mm,
And people just smoke for many reasons, and of course, people want to quit for many reasons.
okay.
And in the US, in 2018, about 55% of adult smokers tried to quit, but only 8% were successful in quitting.
Mm,
So, Andrews, if I were to ask your opinion on this, why
yeah.
is it so difficult for people to quit
Difficult to
smoking?
pick. Okay, I think there are a few issues. We have to look at the physical, the emotional, the mental. Okay,
Right.
people smoke for various reasons, right? And
Yes.
in the Indians in America used to smoke tobacco because it was known to be a relaxant. Okay, people feel more relaxed after smoking tobacco, and the reason is because it contains nicotine. Okay,
Yes.
right. But nowadays, in a cigarette, the cigarette doesn't just contain nicotine; it contains other chemicals. Okay,
Right.
so and we all know that these chemicals are very damaging.
Mm.
Okay,
Mm.
so now we have to do various things to help people who want to quit because it damages their health. Now,
Right.
the first thing is that the feel good feeling. How can we replace a feel good feeling, right? So people have to do other things to replace the feel good feeling. Okay,
Yes.
right? So Reiki also makes you feel good. Exercise makes you feel good. Swimming makes you feel good. Okay. So you replace a feel good with other forms of feel good. Okay. That's
Mm-hmm.
one.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that's very difficult is actually the mental aspect.
Right.
Okay? The mental aspect is the willpower to shake off an addiction. Now, that is one of the biggest hurdles. Okay.
Exactly.
Right. So yes, you can replace, cigarette smoking with other feel good things, but the mental will, the determination to stop it, to stop what appears to be an addiction, is so difficult. Okay, and that's why I believe something like hypnosis, right, is one very important tool that can be used, all right, to break that mental barrier. Okay.
Right.
Hmm.
Right. Because if we are, if we just think about it, addiction is nothing but just a belief. Most of
Hmm.
the people who smoke because they think that, oh, they believe that smoking makes them happy, or
Hmm.
smoking is the only way for them to release stress, or
Hmm.
smoking is the only excuse for them to be able
Hmm.
to get out of a meeting or
Yeah.
to go for a break. So all these are beliefs which they have come up with. But
Hmm.
what we also understand is we are not born with this belief. You ask any
Yeah.
child, no child
Yeah.
will be addicted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. And even if you ask a non-smoker, would the non-smoker think that, oh, smoking is the only way for them to release stress? No.
Mm,
Non-smoker doesn't even
mm,
have any feeling towards smoking. So a smoker has developed this belief that the smoking has given them
mm,
certain benefits.
mm,
And
mm,
what you're talking about, this benefit is all the feel good factor and everything.
mm.
And it generally comes from nicotine. Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, nicotine is a highly addictive chemical found in tobacco and cigarettes. But when it enters our body, it just gives a lot of people this feeling of high or feeling of
Yeah.
feel good. So energetically, what is happening in the body?
Okay. The cigarettes, smoking, the nicotine, particularly nicotine, releases something like endorphins,
Right.
right?
Yes.
Okay, in the bloodstream. Okay, so these endorphins make you feel good, give you the high. Okay,
Yes.
and I must
Right.
tell you a personal story.
Okay.
It's a personal story in my own family. My
Mm-hmm.
brother, my
Mm-hmm.
elder brother, okay, has been smoking 2 packs of cigarettes since the age of 15.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, and at the age of 32, uh, he was feeling very weak, he was coughing, etc. So
Mm-hmm.
we went to the Smoke Giant Medical Center,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and they discovered that he had leukemia.
Oh.
Yeah, and that very day itself, right, he decided to stop smoking.
Right.
Okay, uh, he passed on 1.5 years later. All right,
Okay. Well, sorry
leukemia.
to hear that. Yeah.
No, no, it's okay. It happened in my family. But you
Mm-hmm.
know what? He was smoking. He started smoking at the age of 15, and it was on 2 packs a day till the age of 70.
Mm.
Right? And on the very day they heard it, he stopped smoking immediately, but the damage had already been done. Okay.
Right. Right.
So the thing is, like a lot of us, there's a trade-off. Okay, I prefer to feel good now. I can stop maybe sometime in the future, no problem, but I need to feel good now. And the
Yes.
nicotine gives them the feel good feeling, the high feeling. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
But I know that, and I have this personal experience, right? So I think it takes something really radical, like hypnotherapy,
Mm-hmm.
to really break that addiction, to break that mental hold that it has on people. That's
Right.
what I personally believe. Yeah.
Right. Definitely, the process of quitting is not easy, but we do know
Mm.
that once we start to quit and stop smoking, the nicotine just leaves our body in a couple of days, 48 hours at least. Okay.
Okay.
But
All right.
then, so after 48 hours, people still find that it's really difficult to quit. They have all these cravings and all.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
by this point, by this time, what do you think is happening to our body? Because, well, there's no more nicotine in our body, but people still want to smoke. They still have this feeling. Is there
Okay.
something that's unnatural for them? Like maybe inside the energy feels very unstable. What's
Okay. Okay.
happening?
All right. The thing is, why is there still this craving? Okay. Now the thing is, in our world, we have the visible world and we have the invisible world. Okay.
Right.
In the visible world, there's energy. Okay. Everything is energy, and everybody is aware of it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, what we feel is that there are what you call um, energy is left behind. Okay. Energy is
Right.
left behind. Okay. So even though the physical uh, the physical thing is not there anymore. The nicotine has left.
Mm.
There's no more nicotine in the body. But the energy of that nicotine, right, is still there. And even though people can't see it, okay, that's what
Okay.
people like us believe. And that
Right.
residual energy, okay, is like this. You smoke cigarettes, every day, like my brother. He's 70, he started at 15, he was smoking for what, 55 years.
Mm.
Okay. Now, when you smoke for a long time, there is a lot of what we call residual energy, okay,
Right.
in the auric field within the body. And
Mm-hmm.
it is this residual energy that's still left behind,
Right.
right? That is causing the cravings. Okay, this is my personal belief, okay? And
Okay.
there's no way or no machine that can see this, but
Mm.
we can feel that the energy is still there, right?
Okay. So while we can do many things, like people will start to have nicotine gum or nicotine patch, or maybe go for try to distract themselves, go for gym, go for a walk. But does it mean that the energy still stays there, and will it ever leave?
Okay, it'll take time.
Mm-hmm.
It will take time because that energy pump forms part of the complex energy field that you are as a person. Okay.
Okay.
Because if you smoke cigarettes for a long time, that residual energy is permanently with you.
Right.
So even if you stop physically, but the residual energy is still very much a part of who you are, okay, in your energy field.
Right.
Yep.
Right. So talking about this energy field and the residual energy, is there a way out for smokers who try to quit? So to allow them to sort of clear this energy.
Okay. It will take time.
It will take
Whatever
time.
method you use, okay,
Right.
it will take time.
So based on what we also discussed, well, hypnotherapy works because hypnotherapy is a form of method that allows us to have direct access to our subconscious. And through our subconscious, we are able to rewire certain beliefs and what we think, emotions, and all these things to allow us to change our beliefs. And most of my clients during the session or after the session, they start from, Eddy, I can't quit. And after the session, somehow or other, the changes are so good that they believe that they can quit. They believe that smoking is not good for them. So these sort of things happen during a session with me and my clients. However, if we were to discuss in a different aspect, this is the mental part of it. Yes, we do believe we can change and everything. But in terms of the energy, does Reiki help to allow this person to clear this energy?
Yes, of course, Reiki does do that. Reiki is like a fast-track method. Okay, so if you use Reiki combined with chemotherapy, I would say your chances of success will be very high because Reiki, as an energy platform, can go in and replace. Okay, replace the energy of Reiki will replace that so-called dark cigarette energy in the body of the person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So to me, if you were to combine Reiki with hypnotherapy, to me, or that would be a very good modality.
Right.
Yeah.
And maybe can you give a brief idea what happens during a session with you and your clients? And does it have to be, you mentioned it's a hands thing. Is it a hands-on thing? Does it have to be physically, or can you do it online?
We do it online most of the time. I mean, all the time we do it online. Because of
Right.
lockdown, we do it online. So now the thing is this. All right. Now, Reiki is a flowing energy. Okay. So you have, like in the Chinese tradition, you have Sha Qi and you have Good Qi, right? So now, when I work with people, like sometimes you can see like the different layers of the auric field. Okay. And some of us can see the aura. Now, when a person who has been smoking a lot comes to see us, we'll see a lot of darkness. The color black and the color gray is in the aura. Okay?
All right.
The color blue and the color gray is in the aura. And so we can see that in the person and you say, okay, this person is coming to see us and he's got a lot of stuff. Okay? And then he can say, okay, I've got this or I've got that, I'm not well, and this. Okay? And so because a person is not well, the aura is very dark.
Right.
Okay? Every person has his or own unique aura. Okay? And people who are sick always have a black or gray aura. Okay?
Okay.
Now, people who smoke a lot, okay, obviously they've abused their immune system, they've abused their body, and therefore the aura around them will be very dark or black. Okay?
Right.
Now, when we give Reiki energy to people, all right, gradually the darkness goes away. Okay?
Right.
Replaced by lighter colors of the rainbow.
Wow.
Okay? So when we do Reiki, we can see the color blue, which is color of health. Okay? Returning to a person, all right? And therefore, we can see more blue and less black and less gray, right? So we know then that the Reiki energy has replaced that darkness. Okay. But it is so there's one way of replacing energy for energy, replacing the dark secret, so-called dark secret energy, right, which harms the health, with good universal life force, right?
Right.
That's
Right.
good, but
Mhm.
we have not tackled the addiction.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Right.
so hypnotherapy, I believe, right, works in the subconscious. Okay, and it's a tool that you can use to tackle the subconscious.
Yes. Yes.
So and release and all mental programming. Okay,
Yes.
so for me personally, I believe that if you combine the two,
Mm-hmm.
then you could increase the chances, increase the statistics, the so-called statistics. Okay, you
Right.
could have more people being cleared of addiction. Okay,
Right.
that's my personal belief. There could be other methods, right? But
Yes.
Reiki is one very fast method, right, to replace dark energy and to get the dark energy out of the person, because it is the dark residual energy
Mm-hmm.
which, if it stays on, is
Mm-hmm.
contributing towards the addiction.
Okay. And you say when you say that it's a very fast method, how fast? How many sessions do you
Okay, normally it all depends on the individual, but we say between 5 to 10 sessions. Okay,
between 5 to 10 sessions?
yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Of course, you see, there are people who smoke longer, so more residual dark energy, right? So
Right.
longer time, okay? So you need more Reiki sessions. Yeah.
Right. Right. And so when a person goes through the session, they don't have to be having a physical face-to-face session with you.
No,
It's
no,
done through
they don't
Zoom.
need to. We do it over Zoom, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And also the confusion comes when how can you do a Reiki session through Zoom whereby there's no touch, there's no, yeah,
Okay, all right. Okay, energy is energy. Energy is everywhere. Okay,
right.
right. So what we do normally is to validate what we do. Is when we give Reiki, we always ask for feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one way of finding out whether an online session works is to get validation from the person who receives the Reiki.
Right.
Right? So I'll ask the person, okay, how are you feeling now? Right? So since person says, I'm feeling terrible, Andrew, I need help. Okay, no problem. So we start the process, right? And after half an hour, I ask the person, how do you feel now? And the person, most of the time, will say, I feel better, I feel lighter, I
Right.
feel good, I feel very relaxed. Okay?
Right.
And so that is the validation that even though it's online, and
Mm-hmm.
even though we haven't touched them with the traditional
Right.
hands of Reiki,
Mm-hmm.
they do feel better, right?
Wow.
And over the past 2 years, there's a lockdown in Malaysia, and so we had
Yes.
clients in Malaysia, we had clients in different parts of the world. I had clients in Australia, I had clients in America, and
Mm-hmm.
no matter where they were, okay, right, they could validate and tell us, Andrew, I feel better. I had a session with someone from Finland, okay, and she was a 50-year-old lady,
Mm-hmm.
right? And when we gave them the Amrit Reiki, she could say, Andrew, I can feel the energy going to my knee joint and reducing the pain in my knee joint. Now,
Mm.
real time, real
Wow.
time, she's telling me, Andrew, I can feel like a river or stream of energy going to my knee, and I can feel the pain in my knee being reduced. It's going down and down. Okay, or I can feel
Right.
the energy going to my back. My lower back has been hurting for some time. I can
Mm-hmm.
feel the energy going there, and I can feel the pain reducing. Okay,
Wow.
this lady's in Finland. She's over 50 years old, and she can feel it.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
So it's real
So
time and
real time.
happens.
Yeah,
Okay. That's
yeah,
fantastic. And of
yeah.
course, that's what people want nowadays, with
Correct.
all
Yeah,
this
yeah.
expectation. They want it fast, they want it now, they want it really, yeah. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's what's happening. So I personally believe that this will happen with with all Reikis, not just Amrit Reiki.
right.
Yeah, if you know how to do it over distance, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because Reiki at higher levels is no longer hands-on and they use symbols, okay? Right.
Right.
So I believe that if Reiki healers were to experiment, they can also do this as well. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I think the more Reiki healers out there in the world, And if everybody has the same intention that, look, let's help people who are in pain or suffering, I mean, that's the objective, okay? And that should be encouraged, yeah? And I find that if you combine Reiki with hypnotherapy, you have a very powerful tool to break addiction.
Yes, yes, that certainly is, because at one aspect we are looking at the mental addiction, and the other aspect we're looking at the energy. So this definitely is a very foolproof way to all-rounded way to allow this person to break the addiction.
I believe in multidisciplinary disciplines, okay?
Right.
I believe that you sometimes, we have a very complicated world, a very complex world, and sometimes you need more than one tool to combine them to help people.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So we are reaching the end of this session, Andrew. Before we finish, do you have anything to add on to how people can quit smoking, or any advice, any last advice on this?
Okay, I always tell people, what I find most is that about where we are now is a lot of people face peer pressure, pressure from family members, pressure from friends, pressure from loved ones, and friends, loved ones, etc. All are very well meaning. They all want the best for individuals, for family members, or for people who are not well. Okay, but my personal belief is that for true wellness to begin, it starts with the individual.
Yes.
Okay, it starts with the individual. Do I want to be better? Okay, right? Do I want to get over this? Do I need help? Okay, so do I want to be better? And that's the first step. Okay, so you have to go in, okay, because you are the only person who knows your own motives, right? For why you want to smoke, or for why you want to be healed. Nobody else. Okay.
Yes.
And so I believe, right, that it all starts with you, the individual. Right? Go in, and when we do energy work, I go in very deeply to find out the motive of the person. Right? I say, forget what society says. Society says we have to be like this, but sometimes what society says could be like this is at the expense of our health. Forget it, okay, and focus on yourself. What you need to do to be better, right? Okay,
right.
That's the most important impulse, the most important determination to be successful. Yeah.
Yes.
That's my personal belief. Yeah, because
that's very good. Yes.
I'm encountering, like, I want to help this person. I right now have an existing client, but the client is saying, Andrew, my family expects this. My workers expect that. My employer expects this, and she's trapped in the middle.
Exactly.
Okay, and she doesn't know how to get out. I say, the only way to get out is to make yourself number one.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, with a lot of expectations around us.
Correct.
It's sometimes people just don't know what to do.
Yeah. Right. Okay. That would be my 2 cents worth. Eddy.
Okay.
Thanks for this chat. I enjoyed this very much. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much, Andrew. We really appreciate your time and your valuable experiences. So just share with us, if someone would like to contact you to have a session, or maybe to find out more about you, what is the best way to do that?
Eddy, I have Instagram, I have a Facebook, and I have a blog. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So I have no problem. Please, I think you have my blog, right? My Instagram and my Facebook. Can you just post it for me? That will help me a lot. Okay,
sure. So to all the viewers out there, if you'd like to contact Andrew, I will leave the contact from through Instagram, through Facebook, and through your blog in the comments down below, and we will be able to and we will be able to share all our knowledge, all our experience and expertise to the viewers in the world, right? All throughout the world.
Eddy, fantastic. Great to have this discussion with you. Okay. Thank you so much.
It's been a great pleasure, and definitely we will be able to do anything that we can to help people with quitting smoking. And I would like to wish you, Andrew, all the best.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you.
Same to you, Eddy. All the best. Thank you very much.
All right.
Great chat.